Hello and welcome to the Wednesday edition of The Box Seat. I'm Mark Warwood. 8 races at Ascot Good Times on Wednesday, and we're racing in the twilight slot as well, starting at 3:04. We're expecting a shower or two, maybe some wind as well, 22 degrees Celsius. I think the track will stay in the good 4 range, however, and the rail, it will certainly be at the 10-metre position. Race number 1 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 3:04. It's the Tab Touch Better Your Bet Maiden over 1,600 metres. And in replay, let's take a look at Without Reason.
He calls upon it, 2 in front from Sekei Adornment. Strong Heart now being popped the question by Pike and sets out after the leader, and Without Reason running on. Locomotive inside the 200, about 3/4 of a length in front from Sekei, wanting to run around. Locomotive's giving. Strong Heart I don't like. It's Locomotive digging in, and this big bold chestnut, too good for them, comes away here with...
This looks like a good opportunity for Without Reason. Fastest last 200 metres, not only of the race, but of the entire meeting at Bunbury last time out. Steps up from 1,410 to 1,600 metres, and the combination of Webster and Turner, they had a winner on Saturday. I think they can win again, goes on top. From number 14, Princess Piero. She was a very good 2-year-old. It's a little bit disappointing last campaign, but she gets in here with 51.5 kilos, and therefore she has to go in the numbers. Number 11, Talent Skills, come over from the east. Campbell McCallum is training this horse, has had 2 runs in WA, finished second in both of them, does get an outside gate here, but the form is okay. And then number 12, Mia Stella for Ray Vincent, another of these young trainers based at Ascot. The bar plates come off. Mia Stella was 3rd at Bunbury last start and 2nd before that as well. Top selection in race number 1, looks like a good opportunity for number 7, Without Reason, to beat 14, Princess Piero, 11, Talent School and 12, Mia Stella. Race number 2 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 3:40. It's the Glenroy Chaff Handicap over 1,500 metres for the 3-year-olds. In replay, let's have a look at the last start win of Coming Around.
Nookbar into the home straight, 350 left to go. The leader still looks like magic, and with a kick, 2 in front, Point Taken. Strong Heart, Venus Schnitzel behind those, followed by Coming Around. Over on the inside, Strong Heart starting to quickly get through that gap at the 100 markers. Coming Around and Point Taken join in as well. Point Taken coming around, Strong Heart. They split the line, nothing in it really.
Very competitive second race on the Ascot card for mine. I think you could make a case for almost every runner in the race. I'm going to go with number 2, Coming Around. Was second to Care Heelan on debut here at Ascot, and then went to Pinjarra in the replay race and got the job done. Has been the fastest closer in each of its 2 races. Steps up from the 1,300 to 1,500, and from barrier number 1, I think Coming Around is the most logical. Goes on top from number 3, Locomotive, who ran them off the feet last start in maiden grade at Bunbury. Maps to advantage here. Think might be hard to run down for SJ Miller and Mitchell Pateman, who keeps the ride. Number 5, Vintage Stock, is a lovely filly by Tavistock, trained by Alan Matthews, to be ridden by Patrick Carberry. Has won 2 of its 6 starts, including last time out in a Class 1 at Bunbury, beating Stormy Ruler. And Stormy Ruler is my 4th selection here. William Pike combines with Michael Lanes. The first time Pikey's ridden this horse. I think that's a tip in itself. Very competitive heat. Top selection in race number 2 is number 2, Coming Around, to beat 3, Locomotive, 5, Vintage Stock and 4, Stormy Ruler. Race number 3 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 4:10. It's the Perth Racing Club Membership Handicap over 1,000 metres. Let's have a look at the trial of Mac Roy.
Looking work as they come into the straight for Kate Whitten. Miss Planet's just in behind them. Chances the inside run, and a couple away there too. Fred Dagg and Banjo Man. Down the straight they run. Dinah Bell has a kick at the 150. Leads the way by a half length. The outside McRoy trying to get on terms. Dinah Bell still going well. McRoy is 3/4 away, and that's where it'll stay. As going.
McRoy comes back to the races off just the 1 trial. That was at Bunbury on the 18th of January. I think that's quite significant. This horse's form, and its trial form in particular, indicate that she may well be a very good fresh horse. Hasn't won first up before, but has won second up. And I do like the fact that she comes here. Kate Whitten claims she rode the horse in the trial down to 55.5 kilos. I think she's found the right race as well. McRoy goes on top. From number 5, Aquavit, you'd like to own this horse. She's had 9 starts, 1 win and 8 minor placings, but doesn't win out of turn. Hasn't won a fantastic speed rating yet, and William Pike does keep the ride. He's ridden her 6 times for the 1 win and the 5 minors. Number 7, Look Us Over, looks like the leader here for Jim Taylor and Jason Brown, but they are forecasting quite a lot of wind on Wednesday, and if that does eventuate in the direction it's supposed to come from, it is going to make it quite tough for those on speed. And then number 8, Precious Liberty. Got the bars and the pads on the fronts of this horse for George Dupre and Daniel Stack. William Pike rode it last start. Daniel was aboard 2 starts ago. Comes out of 2 races down the straight at Pinjarra, both of which have been pretty fast run. Top selection in race number 3, going with number 6, Macroy, to beat 5, Aquavit, 7, Lucas Over, and 8, Precious Liberty. Race number 4 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 4:40. It's the Events at Ascot handicap over 1,200 metres for the 3-year-olds. Let's have a look at the unlucky last start of My Lady Fair.
Bush African Gypsy and Futurist is last. It's Raposada though that brought them to the 250 mark. Raposada clear of Aquavit, now Pop the Question. Down the outside, My Lady Fair keeps coming despite the fact she's been deep all the way. It's Raposada going to the 100, the leader by a length and a half. Might have their measure. Wants to lay in against the rail as Aquavit tries hard, but Raposada's too strong. Raposada beats...
Unlucky she was last start. She was wide from barrier number 9, drew the outside gate, never really got in for Jason Whiting. William Pike rides this horse for the first time, has ridden it in a trial previously for Lou Luciani, and I think that's a positive here. She led all of the way to win 2 starts ago by 2 3/4 lengths, and willing to forgive last time out, and I think she can make a bounce back to winning form on Wednesday. Goes on top. An obvious danger is number 3, Pure Magnus. Very good performance last start at Bunbury in a 3-year-old maiden. That was over the 1,400 metres. Got the job done winning by 3 lengths, but it did take some time for Pure Magnus to assert his authority in that race. And I do think over the 1,200 metres, I prefer the form lines of My Lady Fair to Pure Magnus. Number 8, Champagne Gal gets the blinkers off here for Chris Stelmach and Craig Staples. Won last start in a 3-year-old maiden at Bunbury. The winkers come off, as I mentioned, and this horse was scratched from Saturday to go around here. And then number 2, Great Charade. We don't see too many of these horses here. A 3-year-old Celt by Magnus, trained by Trevor Andrews, has been a little bit disappointing. Did win 2 starts ago in all-age maiden grade, and last time out was 5th down the straight. Didn't appear to like going straight down that Pinjarra course. Top selection in race number 4, going with number 9, My Lady Fair, to beat 3, Pure Magnus, 8, Champagne Gal, and 2, Great Charade.